Hello everyone. So welcome to my channel. This is Divine Insights, and yes, so today I'll be sharing the topic of dispositor theory. So what is mean by dispositor? Suppose consider if there is a kundli with Aries ascendant, and just consider, okay. So the lord of the Aries, that is Mars, if it is placed in Sagittarius, okay. So what does it means? So the Mars is placed in Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius Lord is actually Jupiter. So in this condition, the Mars dispositor becomes the Jupiter, because dispositor is nothing but the house in which so ever a particular planet is placed. That house is Lord, that we call as dispositor. For example, in this above example which I mentioned here, if Mars is placed in Sagittarius, then the dispositor of the Mars becomes Jupiter. So, what is actually why the dispositor theory is very important in astrology? So, look, uh, whatsoever the results gonna be of any planets, and the true strength and potential of the planets, that can be seen only through the dispositor. So that's the reason it's very important, and especially for Rahu, Ketu, and too, and if Rahu and Ketu are actually single in they are placed singly, I mean to say they are not in conjunction with any planets. Okay, they are operating as a whole. If they're placed single in any house, then especially if you are going to those planets dasha, for example Rahu and Ketu dasha, if you are running that kind of dasha, in that situation, Rahu is capable of giving only 30% results of wheresoever in which house it is placed. So the rest of the 70% that can be seen through the dispositor. For example, consider in this above chart, if Rahu is placed in Aries and you are running Aries, I mean you are running Rahu dasha, then this Rahu will give, will give will give only 30% of results of this Rahu in Aries. But the rest of the rest of the 70%, it depends on the dispositor. So here in this case, if it is placed in Aries, then the dispositor of uh, the Lord of the Aries, okay, that becomes the Mars. So the 70% depends on the Mars, so whether this dasha will be going to give you any rise or not. So this is how we see the dispositor strength. And it also applies to the planets which it literally applies to every planets in your birth chart. Suppose for example, if any planet is exalted and is placed in certain signs, just consider it is exalted, which means it is very powerful, okay. But if its dispositor is, if its dispositor goes to 6th or 8th house or 12th house, or is getting debilitated, basically the planet is actually, the planet is exalted but its dispositor is not placed well in the chart, then it will give the mixed result. And if it is if dispositor is in very bad condition, then it might also give you troubles too. So that's the reason dispositor theory works brilliant in charts, and that's really important when we are predicting or coming to any conclusion about the specific combinations in the chart. Okay, and yes, and not only knowing the dispositor theory, but also knowing D9 is also very important here, because so D9, it talks about the true strength of the planet. For example, if any planet is exalted in D1 but it is getting debilitated in D9, then it means initially everything is fine, okay, till you reach the age of your marriage, everything is awesome. But by the time you get married, or after some after around 21, 24 age, after that you will face the problems related to that debilitated planet. So that's the reason knowing the true strength of the planets can be seen in D9 Navamsha chart. So yes, it is very important. If the planet is uh, exalted in D1, the two things becomes very important. That is, seeing its dispositor in D1 itself. So whether it is in a strong condition or not. If it is not in a strong condition, if it is making any relationship with 6th house, 8th house and 12th house, or else its position is not in a good or else it is afflicted with Rahu and Ketu, then it might create a hurdles or troubles for you. And the next thing which you must see is, it's whatsoever planet is exalted in D1, you should see its true strength in D9, because D9 is the core. If that planet is not strong in D9, then it won't be able to give its 100% results. That's the reason it's very important to know the true strength of the planets in D9, and also the dispositor in D1 itself. And this is the reason why we always take consideration from D1 to D9 and then D10 to, if you are analyzing career. So yeah, this is it about the dispositor theory. And yes, if you are watching till now, then thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And yes, bye bye.